Welcome to She Sells Radio and welcome to day 28 of the Finish Strong Challenge. By the way, 28 is my favorite number. Is it yours? I know there's a lot of women in this community who are also like born on the 28th or 28 is special to them. So send me a DM and let me know if it is for you, because I've just found there's some fun in those things. So, okay, here is what today is all about. It is about evaluating your actions. I tell you what, I have been doing this like big time in my life over the past couple of weeks and making some really big changes in what I've been doing from a business standpoint, from a life standpoint, based on what's truly moving the needle. And my team, if any of them listen to this, will laugh because they're like, yep, Elyse just switched up our whole strategy for marketing and what we're focusing on, and even just like our schedule this month and what we're doing. And gosh, I think for me, a lot of it has been prompted with, I'm always seeking to elevate my level of consciousness about things, which is why I hire and work with mentors. Like I want to see things differently, right? How they do. And I was on a call with one of my mentors, maybe 2 weeks ago. And we were looking at like my vision and goals for what I wanted to accomplish before baby gets here. And then some of the things that were still on my plate. And she was like, Elyse, what are you doing? She was like, this is not set up for success here. And sometimes, you know what, that's like the last feedback I like to get, because I'm all about, well, if you have been listening for any amount of time, I'm all about big picture thinking, we can do anything, etc. And there's also a level of, what is the word? Really, maybe it's laser focus that I've been leaning into in terms of bringing about the manifestation of what you want. And so we were looking at even like how Jason and I have our time allotted over the next couple of weeks leading up to him taking the MCAT again. And we made some really big changes in terms of things he was committed to. We looked at marketing. I've got this great new team I brought on over the past few months, and all really talented at what they do, and had been bringing new ideas and suggestions. And when we really dialed it down, though, to look at like what really moves the needle in terms of clients and new leads, there was a lot of stuff we were focused on that just wasn't moving the needle. And I don't know about you, but for me, one of my big priorities right now is reducing the amount of time that I'm spending in the business and in my work life every day. So I can have more time for myself. So I can have more time for my family. And it's like everything that does not actually move the needle has to go. And so we literally scrapped a bunch of stuff we had planned, even like the same week. My lovely, amazing marketing and content director, she must have been like, Elyse has lost her mind because we have all these posts lined up to go that just need her approval. And I was like, I cannot afford the 1 to 2 hours it's going to take for me to approve and go in and do copy edits to get these out right now. Like when I am so focused on reducing workload and creating better results. And so fortunately, my team has been willing to bob and weave and pivot. We had a big event lined up for the end of this month, something that I was so excited for and had been planning for a bit. And we're like, you know what? Honestly, it's a bit of a distraction from everything else we're doing. So we pushed it back to the spring. It's not Sedona, by the way. If you're coming to Sedona, it's not Sedona. Sedona's happening. But it's kind of like that level of ruthless focus of being willing to drop anything that does not align with your primary goals at this time. And so your invitation for today is to really look at what is your vision and your goal with this challenge. And if you're listening in real time, it's about what are you looking to create before the end of the year? If you're listening again, anytime, you can just think about it with what is my goal for right now? And I want you to really evaluate your actions. So this is a conversation I was having with my mentor. Like, are you guaranteeing your success? Are you doing the things to guarantee your success? And I had to look at, there were things that I was doing that were not guaranteeing my success. There were things that I was allowing my time and my energy to go to that really weren't moving the needle and that weren't guaranteeing the success. So it's kind of like if you, maybe you have a fitness goal, but you know that you're apt to sleeping in and not working out. What would guarantee your success? Probably hiring a personal trainer, right? If you have a wealth creation goal, but you feel uncomfortable in that area, or you don't feel like you have the acumen, or frankly, you're just smart, because I think it's always important to delegate to experts, hiring a financial advisor, like one who's really trustworthy and reputable and who you vetted to help you with that, right? So it's really about, how are you going to guarantee your success? So I would look at a couple things this week. I would look at one, what am I allowing into my energy field right now that's a distraction for my success? And what do I need to be willing to say no to? I had some tough conversations last week. I made some tough calls. It was very uncomfortable to literally press the brakes on some things I had in motion that I was excited about, but that when I really looked at it from a higher level, it was like, it's not the best way to approach it. But to give myself permission to say, you know what, it's going to be for the best and highest good of all if we course correct here while we still can, and get the right people doing the right things at the right time. So what is it that you need to do? What is it that you need to just drop? That's a distraction. That's an action that's not aligned with where you want to go. And then the second is there something you need to add in? Do you need to add in accountability and support? Do you need to add in, I don't know. Again, like the example, like a personal trainer, a coach, a mentor. Do you need to shift your focus and your strategy? What do you need to do to guarantee your success? So that's your assignment for today. And I want you to be just ruthless and available to say no to anything that's not aligned with what you're doing. And I'll tell you, when I made that decision last week and started like making some of these kind of tough choices, the weight that felt like it was lifted was pretty tremendous. And the focus that I've been able to call in, both for myself and my team, was also pretty tremendous as well. So to get entered and registered into the challenge, what you're going to do is go to ElyseArcher.com/challenge. We've got some incredible prizes coming out that I think have been announced on social. I'm not going to say it at this point, but I think they've been announced. If not, they'll be announced very soon, that will go along with you participating in this challenge. So you're going to get a workbook every week from us. Do your journaling on this today in the workbook. When it's completed and when you've made that evaluation, I want you to tag me on social at Elyse Archer. Use your graphic check off that you completed today for the challenge, and use the hashtag #SheSellsChallenge as well to let us know that you participated and to be entered in to register. So that is it for today, my friend. Stay tuned for tomorrow's challenge. I so appreciate you, and I hope you're enjoying this and getting some really great results out of it. And I'll see you on our next episode.